Here we go. And we are here in Spire's offices in Luxembourg. And we might as well start here. Luxembourg, I think a lot of people probably, a lot of listeners have heard about Luxembourg as a emerging space nation and a really exciting ecosystem. Do you just want to give us a few minutes about your view being based in Luxembourg and your experience?
Absolutely. I met the former Deputy Prime Minister, PM Schneider, at a conference at NASA. It's now probably 5 or 6 years ago. And he really had a fantastic vision for Luxembourg in leveraging space to grow and diversify the economy. Because he recognized that Luxembourg has this great asset of being a country. And as you know, starting with the Outer Space Treaty and the Earth Observation Convention and the other international laws and the ITU, space law is really set up for an equitable use, where being a country gives you the right to participate on a more or less equal footing. And so he really had this vision of bringing a lot of space to Luxembourg, recognizing that there is a massive transformational wave going on in the space industry, that some of the big banks in the US project to be trillions of dollars of GDP in the next 10 or 20 years. And we really got attracted by this commitment from the country. And, we moved here 4 years ago. It is now our second largest office. And, I'm originally from Austria, so I feel incredibly at home here. And especially when you look at the international nature of it. I mean, everyone speaks a minimum of 4 or 5 languages. So you have a very, very international environment that makes it a very, very pleasant and interesting place to live.
And I guess by now the ecosystem is so big with other prominent companies that people may know, like iSpace and Redwire and so forth, that there is really you're probably starting to have network effects, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you run into the people in conferences, but also for collaborations with customers and others. So it really has started to work given the size of number of companies that they have attracted. They have an investment fund here that is focused on space. They have a separate space agency set up that is very commercially focused. So it's really, I think, a quite productive environment.
Yeah, and I must say, I love coming here as well. And I'm currently enrolled at the University of Luxembourg for doctoral studies as well. So I have a reason to come regularly. And lastly, the food and drinks are fantastic here.
Yes.
So now that I hope we've made our friends at the LSA and the Luxembourg government happy, let's talk about Spire a little bit and the space industry in general.